Cincinnati Bengals, that's the team we're gonna cheer.
Now from the riverfront of the Ohio, sellout crowd has arrived at Acor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. On the visitor's sideline, there's the head coach of the Ravens. His team playing well, off to a good start at 5-2. The other sideline, the head coach of Cincinnati. Our squad fired up as we approach kickoff. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. Off we go from Cincinnati. And he's down at 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense. Veteran quarterback.
I think when you take a step back and you look at last week's loss, I think there was some good and there was some bad. And I think you could really say that about the entire team. The 2 touchdown passes were great. Of course, he's got to stop giving the ball away with the interception. But I think if he continues to clean up some of his fundamentals, continue to improve his decision-making, and then on top of that, the guys are
intercepted on the second play of the game. And the Bengals are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's in! Touchdown, Bengals. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year.
Like we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be at a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Safe kick taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Ravens offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's used his legs to great effect this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design, as you check out the league leaders in quarterback rushing yards. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 23-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
This is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike. The ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
The Bengals offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. 1st and 10 for Ewing.
Just take what the defense is giving you. You can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll run the sneak. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
On play action, here's Ewers. A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to be very close to the 1st down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
The Ravens' 10-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Ewers. He pulls it in around the 5. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Take down. Cut down Cincinnati. That is 2nd TD catch of the season.
So you look back a week ago, Mike, and that tough loss, and you can already see this is a much different group. There's a different focus, there's a different clarity, there's a different operation in and out of the huddle. They look sharp, motivated, and 2 drives later, they've got 2 touchdowns. That's exactly how you draw it up.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will extend their 1st quarter lead. It's now 14-0. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense ready to take over once more. They're in an early hole, 14-0. They'll start digging out soon. Begin this drive, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Thompson. They'll try to hit him with a screen. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
3rd and long. Here's Thompson. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Bengals offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They've raced out to a 14-0 lead. They've done nothing wrong so far. 1st down throw for Ewers. Looking down the field there, but his ball's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Ewers. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Throwing from the gun is Ewers. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They're an early hole, 14-0. Gotta start digging out soon. Begin this drive, 1st and 10. Thompson now to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now, Thompson. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Thompson to throw. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Looks ahead into the jet sweep here to begin this drive.
So, of course, these plays are designed, Mike, to get big gains, but even though that's not the case here, what these plays do is they keep the defense off balance. They match up with their regular traditional run game. They match up with all their pre-snap motions and shifts. So it just adds a little eye candy and makes this defense, the second they take their eyes off the read, if they guess wrong, that's where the big plays come and complement off of.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. Here's a 1st carry for their running back. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up a 14 and a 1st down. They'll stay on the ground. That's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. From the 41. Here's 2nd and 2. Ewers looking to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Finding room to the 20. Whoa. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year.
There's so many elements of this play, Mike, that are just so impressive. Not only the ability to break tackles and make guys miss, but then the speed to say, okay, I can make guys miss, but I can also take it to the house. I mean, there's just not a lot of backs in the league that have that combination skill set. And fortunate for them, they've got one here, and he makes a big play here for a touchdown.
Makes the score. Bengals 21. Ravens nothing.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They are facing an uphill climb early. Begin this drive with 1st and 10. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing, Thompson. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Thompson. Quick throw, taken into space at the 45. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Here's 1st and 10. He'll turn and hand this one off. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Back to throw. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He'll try to run for it. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. We are through 1. It's the Bengals on top. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for Baltimore. So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense is going to get set to take over once more. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. A play fake, and now it's Ewers. That's left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. From the 20, here's 2nd down and 9. Throwing is Ewers. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of the 3 and out, they're going to hold up here and pass protection.
And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Ravens offense ready to take over once again. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. Now, faking the give. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it, and that is incomplete. Travis Hunter was the intended target. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and your punt team coming on.
Bengals offense. And their running back set to go once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Ewers on first down. A short one here, caught by McBride. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up second and 8.
Off the play fake, Ewers. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up third and 6.
Now Ewers. He's got his man. Complete to Dell. That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
That's good for a Bengals first down. First and 10 at the
Throwing again is Ewers. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It leads to second and 10.
To the air once more is Ewers. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's third and 7.
Here's Ewers again. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There is nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Bengals field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals extend the lead to 24-0.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
This will be returned from the 6. Oh, yeah. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Ravens offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. Try to start on the ground. They'll mark him down just shy of the 40. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
A really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 9. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Gain of 16 yards. And the Ravens first down.
He'll drop to throw. A throw behind his man. Can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion. To try again, it's second and 10. To throw is Thompson. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down. We're going to put a man in motion to the right. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. On comes the punter now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. Oh, not the best of snaps, and this one is blocked. They break through, and they block it.
The long snapper is going to have to shoulder this one. I mean, this one falls flat on his plate. He put his punter in a really bad spot, and he wasn't able to bail him out, and disaster strikes.
The Bengals offense ready to get back at it. We'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. They go play action with Ewers. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Second and 10.
Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's a run with their tight end.
It's a gain of 8. And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
To the ground, a first down run. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
At the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
On the ground, it's the tight end.
The tight end ball carrier. Brought down at the 23-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Brings up third and...
It's going to be third. They need 1. Try to pick this one up on the ground. Oh, he won't get there. Looking for a cutback lane. It never opened up. And now it's 4th down.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down. So they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The return starts from the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Begin here on the ground. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. Here comes 2nd and 4. Here's Thompson. Throw across his body is complete. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 45.
Thompson now to throw. He's got a man. That's Travis Hunter. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Back to Hunter. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
A gain of 9 yards.
Thompson to throw. He'll get this one to his safety valve. Complete. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well, down inside the 20. That is Ferguson in motion. Now, Thompson. Left side, caught by Hunter. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down, first and goal.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points, making
that one, take it in, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
One final throw before the break. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And this will be recovered by the defense, but they will not be able to do anything with it. Time has expired, and the first half has come to an end. And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter. Now return coming from the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Bengals offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's a run to begin this third quarter, and that'll be a pickup of 3. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Play action now. Ewer. He runs with it. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards. And most importantly, a first down.
First down. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 for Ewers. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over just shy of midfield.
So we saw in the first half, like, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
Give up the middle. And tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. That run good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
1st and 10.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 12 more yards from him there, and another first down. 1st and 10. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down. Throwing Thompson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. It is 3rd and long. Thompson. He'll try and get there on the ground. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14.
It's a gain of 20. First down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket.
And he will score! Touchdown, Baltimore.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Sanders here for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Ravens are able to cut into the deficit.
27. Ravens 14.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to put this one away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense are going to get set to take over once more. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And it'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. But even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
10 at the 48-yard line.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
And the Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, here's Ewers. He'll step up and run this.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Ewers now on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. Going to be 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chain. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Handoff here, up the middle. Much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
1-yard gain.
Heels looks to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down. Ravens bring their punt team out. And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line. The Bengals offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. Back left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
At the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
They'll run on 2nd down. And he's going to have a 1st down. Tackle made up at the 33-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Up the middle they go. for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Ewers looking to throw. That's to the left side, taken in by Coleman. So, a pair of first downs moves him out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Throwing from the gun is Ewers. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. The Bengals out and ready to punt. And we will not have a return here. This one angles out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll put a receiver in motion right. That'll give on the ground. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
That's good. Baltimore.
So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. In motion is Hunter. Now a run to begin the 4th quarter on 1st and 10. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Short throw, caught by Ferguson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Slot man going to move in motion left. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or kick a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
The Bengals offense starting to trot out for this next possession. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time. They've dominated the proceedings here in the 4th quarter. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. At the 6.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He's going to have a 1st down on that gain up to the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
That's another Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now a run on 1st down. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not having it. Going to lose a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the 37-yard line.
from the shotgun. It's Ewers. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Brings up third down and 11.
To throw is Ewers. Looking downfield for Coleman. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down. The Bengals ready to punt this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Taken at the 19. And it's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Ravens offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Man in motion, heading left. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. That one too far in front. It is incomplete. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll try to run. He's going to have a Ravens 1st down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Raven 1st down.
He'll stay on the ground. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw is Thompson. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. 42 yards. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. It is 2nd and 9. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. And he is out of bounds. That's a couple yards short of the marker. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he will score! Game on! Touchdown, Ravens. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Greg, very big touchdown there, makes it a 10-point game, and now a chance to tighten this down to a one-possession game.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. You have to go for 2 here. You got to get this thing down to 8. But this offense now has given themselves at least a chance to make a run here down the stretch in the 4th quarter.
Ravens 22.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, Sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bengals offense back onto the field for their next possession. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming and it's not going to be a lot of game.
Here's 3rd and 2. To throw, Ewers. Oh, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete. Special teams on the field ready for this punt, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And that one not returnable, out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. The Ravens offense and their running back set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. 2nd and 6 coming up. Receiver in motion, going right. They'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and he spots Hunter there. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
Thompson now to throw. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Jake Ferguson was the intended target. 3rd down coming up.
And 10 yards to go.
Here's Thompson. That is incomplete. Here we go. There goes what could be their final play. It's 4th down. They'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Hunter. And he's going to have the Ravens first down, as this defense too loose there. Gain of 19 on 4th down. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Now 2nd and inches.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Thompson to throw. That's caught outfield by Hunter. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
That's another Baltimore first down.
Now the spike as the clock takes under 50 seconds to play. Now Thompson. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
To R.J. Harvey. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now they'll set up to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Back to throw. I had to take a chance on 4th down, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
So this one in the win column for the Bengals. And it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the 2nd time this year. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.